Hi, my name is Denmo Ibrahim, and I'm the playwright for Ecstasy, a waterfable.
And I'm Evren Odcikin, and I'm directing the piece.
Let's see a little background about the play. It was inspired by an ancient Sufi fable called When the Waters Were Changed, and it recounts of a time when Kadir, the teacher of Moses, came down and gave a warning that the water would stop and it would return. There were lots of themes in the fable itself, but there were only a handful that felt strong enough to sustain through a year and a half process. And some of them were the theme of remembering and forgetting, or actually the curse of remembering, and even praying to forget. And also this, that the fable came from, from Sufism or from the Middle East, really felt, and as a Middle Eastern artist, it really feels like a part of the fable and the play and this whole process was about where you come from is a part of who you are. And so even the opening line of the play, where I come from, story comes from mouth, is really rooted in our lineage or our past, is also making some of the choices that we think we are making in our life. So that's like a really strong theme that goes through the play.
And I think thematically also, what's been so exciting working on this play, which is what some demo said as well, as a Middle Eastern artist, is you a lot of times are working on Middle Eastern plays that are either about the politics or they're about sort of an exotic, non-realistic idea of what the Middle East is, all the 1001 adaptations of Arabian Nights, basically. And it was so great to be in a room with a bunch of Middle Eastern artists who are either from there or grew up there or their families are from there, but they really have an innate understanding of what the Middle East is. And the play is about the story, a story from the Middle East, and that's really important. The play is really a story from the Middle East being told, and it's being told in a really unique way that feels very modern, yet at the same time, storytelling traditions wise, very rooted in the Middle East as well. And it really came about naturally, and that was what was so great about it. I don't think we ever had to talk about what kind of a Middle Eastern play are we creating? Is this play actually Middle Eastern, or any of those questions? It just naturally sort of came to being that way, and it was just really exciting being a part of that process.
And it really like comes back to, just that line, where we come from, story comes from mouth, that you can take the inspiration which was rooted in Sufism and Middle Eastern artists in a room, and we will create something that has to do about where we came from. And even after we just finished the read through, one of the questions is what does this have to do with the Middle East? Great question. Let's see the show.